We're down to the final four in each class in the prep football playoffs. Totino-Grace is in a familiar spot in the Class 6A semifinals. And Jay Wilcox has more on the Eagles.
Totino-Grace is no stranger to deep playoff runs. It's an expectation, really. But they do want to get used to indoor football in preparation for US Bank Stadium. So a trip to the Maple Grove Dome for practice will help in that transition.
It'll be different from the cool weather outside, but I think more of the impact is practicing on turf. That's definitely different than practicing on our grass field back at school. So I think getting the feel for the difference of the traction in the turf and that sort of thing helps with preparation, how we play in the game.
But just in the new environment, I think it's going to help us in the long run. Just get used to sweating at least, so we're not outside and it's not cold anymore.
After taking care of Lakeville North in the quarterfinals, Totino-Grace now meets Blaine, a team that played them tough in a 21-14 win for Grace during the regular season.
They're just a solid football team. They're good. Their defense flies around, they hit you, and they've turned people over a lot. They're big play defense. They've scored a lot of defensive touchdowns. They've blocked kicks. They've intercepted the ball. They're a well-coached, talented defensive group. Offensively, they're really skilled.
I guess scrimmaging them in the summertime, it helped both of us. We know what they do, they know what we do, so it's kind of just who can execute better and just less like fumbles, just mistakes otherwise.
It's not exactly a secret that many football fans are expecting an Eagles versus Eagles 6A championship, meaning Eden Prairie and Totino-Grace. Part of what's made this a successful program at Grace, the ability not to look past anyone.
Focus on the team in front of us, take care of business there, and then see what happens next week.
If we believe that it's Eagles against Eagles, we'll let this game slip by, so we might not even win this one. So we just have to focus on this game and see how far we can get.
Totino-Grace is playing well, and they're ready for another big test Thursday night. Jay Wilcox, 12 Sports.
Totino-Grace meets Blaine at 7 o'clock Thursday night at US Bank Stadium. We will have a look at both Champlin Park and Benilde St. Margaret's and preview their state semifinal games later this week here on 12 News.